I recorded this entire video and the recording was like an hour long. I was so happy with it. It was so funny. I did it all off the cuff. I didn't script anything. And then when I sit down to edit it, I realized that the flippin' voiceover was done on the computer mic and not my actual mic. So the audio quality is not amazing this time around. I did my best to clean it up. So just apologies. I still think it's a funny video though, so I'm still putting it up, and I'm gonna pay more attention to my stupid flippin' microphone settings next time. Okay, let's go, roll. Console exclusivity is a stupid practice, and it's something that should have died out a long time ago. A little background on me, I used to be a console gamer. I was a console gamer for a really long time, and part of the reason I was a console gamer is because I was really invested in franchises like Halo and Gears of War. Those two specifically. Gears of War is actually the franchise that made me a gamer in the first place. It was the game that showed me video games could be more than just backyard baseball and Mario Kart. And now here I am, almost 20 years later, playing backyard baseball again, so I guess some things never change. But in recent years, the idea of console exclusivity has started falling apart, and for good reason. Corporations are finally waking up to the fact that artificially capping how many people can buy your game is actually a really stupid practice, especially when your gaming platform is never going to outsell the other gaming platforms combined, so why not make money off of all those people that you were never going to make money off of on your platform to begin with? And if you're a gamer, console exclusivity going away is a good thing because it means corporations who control your platform and your ecosystem can no longer hold games hostage and use that as an excuse to not improve the platform itself. Going back to what I said about how I used to be invested in Halo and Gears, both of those franchises were utterly ruined by complacency in the platform. Microsoft didn't think they needed to try anymore with those franchises because you would just eat them up whenever they say they're a first-party IP. And then, shocker, they were wrong. A similar thing is happening to Sony right now as well. The simple fact that a game is a first-party exclusive isn't enough to sell it on its own anymore. And that's a good thing for everyone. It's good for gamers because it means these corporations have to put more effort into their products, and it's good for corporations because it means they either have to make better products or they're going to get out of the way and make space for someone else who's actually willing to give people what they want for a fair price. So when rumors started going around that Halo and Gears are going to the PlayStation, I honestly was happy. I want these franchises to get back on track, and I still love the earlier installments of both franchises. I would love for more people to experience them, and as a PC player, I would love to get Gears of War 2 and 3 on Steam. And in response to all the anger that people seem to have about this, I, in my lovable little way, tweeted out this. Quote, not to be that PC gamer guy, but if you're actually mad about console exclusive IP being available on more platforms, you're not a gamer. You are a corporate cheerleader. And, the internet wasn't that stoked that I said this. So we're just gonna go through some of the responses I got, because there were a lot of people super upset with me for saying what I thought was completely obvious. So strap in, because I upset both sides of the console war this time. Vince says, correct, you're a PC gamer, so you have no say on console platforms that you don't use or purchase from. Are games skipping PC all the time like they are on Xbox? I love how console dudes will say that PC gamers, they have to wait for games. You shouldn't get into PC gaming because you have to wait for PC ports. But now all of a sudden, wait, no, games don't skip PC, they only skip the Xbox. Wait, no, please don't remember the narrative that I was using 10 seconds ago. But also, what does games skipping Xbox or having delayed Xbox launches, what does that have to do with exclusive games going to other platforms? Like genuinely, what does that have to do with anything? If developers or publishers choose to skip the Xbox, which is typically only happening because of technical reasons, you don't really see publishers coming out and being like, we're not releasing on Xbox because fuck Xbox. They're not releasing on Xbox because Xbox has the policy about the Series S and Series X content parity, and developers are having trouble developing for the Series S. Whether or not that development trouble is justified is a whole different conversation. Like, whether or not the development trouble should be happening based on the Series S specs, different conversation entirely. But we're acting like there's some giant industry-wide vendetta against Xbox ports, which is just clearly not true. Because whenever a game skips the Xbox, there is always publicly a reason for it, either being paid exclusivity from another platform, almost like exclusivity sucks, or it's due to a technical reason and the game's coming eventually. I want to know how this is at all relevant to the conversation of first-party Xbox IP potentially going to the PlayStation. Like, I want to know how this is even a little bit relevant to that. Here's another one. Double Cell says, if you're a PC gamer, you have no business telling console gamers how to feel about console exclusives. But I was a console gamer, and I left to go to the PC. And you know what I really don't miss? Console exclusives. I don't really care about them anymore because by moving to a different platform, it was illuminated for me that console exclusivity is a distraction from the platform's quality as a whole. And when you remove exclusive games from the equation, what you see is that there is a different platform that may have other advantages over the one that you were on. Or also, you start to notice significant flaws in your platform of choice once you're not looking at exclusives anymore. These platforms need to be judged as platforms. They can't hide behind exclusive games and call themselves a good platform. That's how we get complete garbage tech in both the 8th and 9th console generations. The PS4 era and the PS5 era are both technically embarrassing, and you let it get this way by just eating up the console exclusives and using your affection for the console exclusives as a reason to praise the console it's being held hostage on. That is wrong. That is not how the industry thrives. And would you look at that? PlayStation exclusive games and Xbox exclusive games are selling a lot less than they used to. I wonder how that trend got set in motion. At Red Wizard says, this is probably the most brain-dead take I've ever seen. Xbox devaluing their own platform is good for absolutely nobody. People who are investing in digital games on Xbox will now lose their library. And on the flip side, it means that Sony no longer has any competition. Okay, the first point, just because it's quicker, Sony absolutely has competition if Xbox games go to PlayStation, because PlayStation gamers will buy the games, Xbox will get the money, Xbox continues to invest in its platform and find different avenues to appeal to people. That's the whole reason they're correcting course here. What they were doing wasn't working, and now they're changing what they're doing. But what the fuck do you mean people investing in digital games on Xbox lose their library? No one's taking games away from you. What the fuck are you on about? A game doesn't get snatched out of your library because it went to another platform. When Valorant got ported to console, someone from Riot Games didn't come kick the door in and uninstall it from my computer. No. I uninstalled Valorant myself for a bunch of other reasons. Chronograph says, why does someone who plays in front of a monitor know better than someone who plays in front of his 85-inch TV? PCMR are stupid and entitled. Wait, I'm entitled, but you brought up having an 85-inch TV. I'm the entitled one here because I pointed out that you shouldn't give a... I love this. I accuse a demographic of people of being corporate cheerleaders, and your response to that is, oh yeah, well, I have an 85-inch TV. Also, you're entitled. I think this is actually one of my favorite responses I've gotten in a while. I'm gonna frame this, and I'm gonna print it out and put it on my fucking fridge. Couch Gaming says, consoles need exclusives to be successful. If we want consoles to exist as platforms, we have to accept exclusives. That's just how it is. Yes, that's why every best-selling game for every console has been an exclusive game. It's also why every console with great exclusives has been a successful console. Thinking of you, Dreamcast. Thinking of you, Wii U. Thinking of you, Sega Saturn. Thinking of you, GameCube. It's almost like these games had good exclusives, but then also had fatal flaws within the platforms themselves, and that kept them from reaching their full potential as consoles. It's almost like the idea that consoles live and die on exclusives is not true. The King of Swing says, you're not a gamer if there's no point in owning the box you invested in when you can get it elsewhere. Clown emoji. Exclusives make the box an identity of the platform. I don't want Mario on PlayStation. I don't want God of War on Xbox, etc. No competition, no innovation. See above point. Seriously says, I thought playing games made you a gamer, not feelings toward a decision. Yes, playing games makes you a gamer, but being this invested in this aspect of gaming makes you a gamer for the wrong reasons. Does that make sense? You can watch a football game because you like football, or you can watch a football game because Taylor Swift's boyfriend is playing. You know, like these are two people watching a football game, and in a broad sense of the term, they are both football fans, but one of those people is definitely more of an honest, genuine football fan than the other one. Not saying the other one can't become an honest, genuine football fan, but in order to become a genuine football fan, they're gonna have to stop watching football just because the camera might pan to Taylor Swift. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? My fucking analogy game is on point, as usual. As usual. Don't even try to out-analogy me. Solid Evolution says, okay, so when can I play Spider-Man and Pokemon on Xbox? Wait, so exclusive games can only go to other platforms if it's like an exclusive swap? Like if it's either no exclusives ever or yes exclusives all the time? Is that really what we're boiling this down to? Unofficial Astronaut says, say the same about PC users complaining about a PSN account for games. First of all, that's not even close to being equivalent, because you're talking about a game being made accessible for more players, Xbox games being ported to more platforms, and you're equating that to PSN accounts on PC games, which actually made the PC games less accessible, because it removed them from a bunch of different regions of the world. What are you on about? Joe Wick says, another Xbox cuck making excuses for a dead platform. Today I learned I'm a cuck for a console I don't own. That was fun. That was a quick transition. I didn't even notice. I'm now an Xbox cuck. And with that, we're going to start the Doofus Club shoutouts now. And instead of doing this one in 50 bajillion screenshots, I'm gonna try and do it live. And ooh, I could try to do it to the Animaniacs song. Again, because I don't think enough people saw that one. Okay, here we go. The Doofus Club, as of January 15th. Karumi the Steel Angel, Joe is a doofus, love Mao J. Silver from Kentucky, and Smash Up and Sergeant Jason Bond and Baron Von Vanderham, the Silver Dragon Sears. Joe said, fuck, what does that say? Sirius says Joe said it close enough. Oh my goodness. You damn right oh my god, you damn right I'm honest, I now need a new name. Senso no Kagi, True Texan 940, and Hinoka's #1 Saudi fan. I'm saving for a motorcycle and can only afford 1 month. And Furry Raptor 1 and Creed Warrior 23, I've read those out of order. And Max Itchev and Devastator 2000 and Wild Gamer 3001 and Impartial Meat 8 and then Totally Insaney and Chap. So I joined the Doofus Club Army the other day. The Doofus Club Army. Vendetta, Audrey, and Voxaldon and Envoy and Knight of Cypher and Black Cobra Game Showcase Globotonics. I own 4 copies of Click 2006 on Blu-ray. Oh god. So ignore you for the fan art, and what the fan art, Nick Cox and MLOs for, and Don't Step on Snack, and Wolf of Midnight, and Gaming with Dead People, and Stick Rider the Connoisseur, and Kevdog 1992, and Pig Venus, and the B Sims and Steve Winston Studios, and Phil McCracken, Biscuit 1101, and Rod Gupta, Hero Culture Song from Spokane, and OM Gaming, Pope Raphael the Rat King, and Tariq Brown, and Maxo 550, Joe from Seattle has a really big peen, oh god. Elite Bojanov, Nick and Maganek, and Thornskate, X Machina Gamma, Oh No, Alex is a cult leader, Naguner, Severin Evans, Mitch Responding 03, and Nick Donegan, Whitechapel, Donnie Weston, Josie Bird is the word really fast, that's still your name, okay, cool. Relays of Gobgobson, Doug Nixie, and Rogue Winter, Ona and Owono, and Bobby Hinner, and Hangman for Hire, and dude. This is not a real name. This is not a real name. I'm gonna lose my brain. This is not a real name. Hey, fuck, no, that's the wrong one. Stop, shut up. Okay. Oh my goodness, okay. We have to start over. We have to keep it going. Starting right here. Dun 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 dun. It's Grimsy and Gabo, P. Frost Crystal, Edge Knight 17, 8 and 9, Biogenesis, and Eldon the Noble Jimmy Chops. Yeah, I Camp So Floppy Pingus 97, Ian in Action, and Michael Musical Manga Key, and Kushka and Ghosto, and the Scruffy Skull Fem Tanga, and Jojo 6 Ryu Sagi, Vasco and Matt H, and Omnis Steph 94, Blue Hook, Mr. Self Destruct after Tim. I'm going to, oh my god, what was this? I'm going to make a 1-hour Harmon video. Quote, Joe. Oh. Bubbles from PPG, oh god, voiced by Louis Armstrong and Jody Breeze, Mr. Techno Squeak, and now I have to go to the next page because there's way too many of you. That was a joke. Please keep saying, please keep joining the Doofus Club. Changing my name to so Joe screams, I Macarena. What the fuck? Joe, where is your power armor, Snorlax in Joe's basement? Isn't that bad? Review the Steam Deck. It's 10 out of 10. I really like it. Okay. Diego Garcia and McAdvertisement, Demetrius Papa, Jorno Kibikins, and I American Idiot, Boofner, Curbside Anthem sucks, JK, they're great. Hey, that's my band, listen to Curbside Anthem, la 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 la. Is Rebel Blood, 80 and 7, Christensen, All Games Video, Sub to Screeper on YT, Shameless Blood from the Gay, Cumbersome Sears, Binary Deviant, Raven, Bloodrot. Also, Joe, you're awesome. Oh, thank you. It's Hentai, what's happening? Where am I? Who am I? Help. Rainbow Stoico, Mechanical Resonance, Extreme Wolf 7, Punk Music Sucks, Jotaku Puddintain, Joey Scoops, Joe from Seattle featuring, Oh Mark, oh hi Mark, Hoppus. Fuck. West Wannabe Hobo Bill at 310, Char, yes, Joe, read my name, read it, yes, louder, yes, Veg, Rob Secret, and Alan Speck, oh my god, it jumped up, where? Where was I? Where was I? Curtain ounce bag, pat yourself on the back of your head as far as wax, enjoy the groove of banana. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I think we gone for Macintosh. Remember that meme? You guys remember the memes about Jonathan McIntosh? Oh my goodness. Silent H says, well, no, it just makes you wonder why you wasted your money on a machine for a specific game when it is available on another. If the game was all you were buying the machine for, then you probably didn't really consider what you were buying, and that's not really the corporation's fault, actually. Joe from Seattle defending corporations. What? Like, they don't know why you bought the machine. They don't know what your exact reasoning was. They have guesses, they have selling points, but like, if you bought the machine just for the game, yes, why did you buy the machine for that if it was available for another? Why did you do that? And with the pretty ongoing trend the last, 5, 6, 7 years of console exclusive games going to other platforms, why would you have bought a platform this console generation expecting everything to stay where it is? Why would you do that? Totally Awesome Araya says, no, I just have a broader perspective. Would you like to share that perspective with us? It's like I say a thing, and you're like, no, that's not true. I have a broader perspective. I won't tell you what it is, but trust me, it's there. Zerdo says, you gonna be mad when Mario Collection hits the Xbox this summer. Every Mario Bros. Game is coming to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate due to a new deal between Xbox and Nintendo. Right, because if Xbox and Nintendo signed a big-ass deal like this, they would want to keep that under wraps for as long as possible. Yes, they wouldn't want anyone to know about that. I love when rumors like this are so obviously fake. But guys, Nintendo and Microsoft signed a deal to bring Nintendo games to the Xbox. It was secret though. Trust me guys, the deal's real. It's a giant deal that no one's actually talking about. But trust me, it's there. When corporations are trying to sell a product, number one goal is to make sure you don't know about the product. Stefan says, no, you actually have an understanding how the industry works. I don't see new Star Wars shows on Netflix. Yeah, and the Star Wars shows on Disney Plus are just doing such a wonderful job at driving subscribers over there. My boy, you broke your own argument. Weird says, not allowed to be concerned that a platform you've invested money in might be making decisions that could affect the longevity of the platform. You put money into something, you want it to stay successful. So yeah, all platform owners are corporate cheerleaders in some way. You used the word invested, and a lot of console fanboys use that word invested, and I think you are misusing that word invested. You may have personally invested money into this, as in literally I'm investing a lot of money into this thing because I'm putting money into it. But investing into the platform, you did not. When you buy a console, the transaction can be complete right there. It can end right there. This is not an investment. You're not buying a stock. You're not buying a percentage of the console. You're not buying into the success of the console. You are promised nothing. Microsoft and Sony do not owe you anything after you bought the box, because they're just sending a bunch of boxes out to retailers and the retailers do whatever with them. The transaction is over. What you buy for the platform later are other transactions. You see how that's different than an actual investment? There is no ongoing relationship here. There is no connection that you have with Microsoft in any way other than the fact that you bought something from them. When I buy stock in Microsoft, I invested in Microsoft. If I were to buy an Xbox, I didn't invest in Xbox. I just bought an Xbox. And now I'm able to buy other Xbox related products if I want them. It bugs me when you guys use the word invest, because it's such a dramatic term for just you gave a corporation a few $100. Irregis God says exclusivity is cool. I don't want every box to essentially become exactly the same, which is what we have today. I like differences. Wait, so every box is exactly the same today, despite them having exclusives? Did you realize you just broke your own argument in half immediately after making it? But also, if you want proof as to why exclusivity doesn't fucking matter, just look at the PC. The PC has more exclusive games than the console games do. Like, by a landslide, the PC has more exclusive games. But you know what the main selling points of the PC are? Not the exclusive games for most people, it's the performance, it's the longevity, it's the upgrades that you can have, it's the free online, it's the cheaper games, it's stuff like that. When you hear people talk about all the benefits of PC gaming, they don't really talk about the exclusive games, because there are exclusive games on the PC. There's exclusive games that do extremely well on the PC. A lot of the most popular games on the PC are the exclusive games, but they're not the selling point of the platform. The platform is the selling point. That's my whole argument. That's why PC gamers make fun of console guys so much, because this whole aspect of corporate loyalty just doesn't exist on the PC. At least not to this degree. The only kind of corporate loyalty there is on PC is for corporations that provide you something that you can't even get on consoles. Things like GPUs, or, things like Steam as a whole, or GOG as a service. Stuff like that there's loyalty for, sure. But the kind of loyalty you see on the console is for things like games. Things that can easily exist on other platforms. That's the difference. Michael Shord says the industry needs exclusive content, whether people like it or not. It's the one thing that helps competition and by proxy players. See above point about the PC and exclusive games. And one more. Yes, Xbox fans totally shouldn't be mad that Xbox bamboozled them after promising exclusive for years, only to put their flagship IPs on PlayStation. They also shouldn't be upset that Xbox consoles get by far the least amount of games, while PlayStation gets everything. Again, the fact that Xbox gets less games than PlayStation, that's not actually Xbox's fault. Well, I mean, you could make the argument it is Xbox's fault because of the Series S, Series X parity thing, but then you could also make the argument that it's not the Series S's fault, and it's just the developers aren't putting enough work into Series S ports. Again, it's like I said earlier in the video, that's a completely different argument. But also, Microsoft did not bamboozle you. You say they promised exclusives for years only to put their flagship IPs on PlayStation. Well, you did have exclusives for years, console exclusives at least. They've been on PC for a long time, so you kind of should have seen this coming. And it's also why PlayStation guys should definitely see it coming when it happens in the next couple of years. PlayStation's going day and date on PC 100%, and do not be surprised when PlayStation IP starts showing up on the other platforms, maybe not the Xbox right away, but certainly the Switch too. In fact, I'll give you another wild Joe from Seattle prediction. I think Spider-Man 2018 is going to the Switch too. Bookmark this video, come back to it. I am going to be correct about this. Maybe not immediately, but again, when PlayStation starts dipping their toes into ports to other platforms, Spider-Man is going to the Switch too. Mark my words. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that you can't argue that you were bamboozled by Microsoft, because really Microsoft never promised you anything. Microsoft said they would give you Xbox exclusive games, and they did. And now they're saying they're going to give you something else, and they presumably are. I just don't understand this. I don't understand when people make this argument. Like, Microsoft said, Sony said, well, now they're saying something else. So, like, they didn't sign a contract with you. They told you what they were going to do, and then they did it. And now they've changed their minds, so they're telling you they're going to do a different thing that they're doing. I don't understand the bamboozling. But the bamboozling, I guess, makes sense if you're looking at consoles like they're an investment, like so many of you do, for some fucking reason. Consoles are not an investment, and console exclusive games are not good for anyone. Anyone. If Xbox is putting their games on other platforms, they're going to use that money to make more games, to speed up their development, to improve their platform, to hoist up Game Pass more if they have, extra revenue coming in to offset any potential losses or maybe increase the profit windows. You guys are just fucking weird. And I stand by what I said. If you care so deeply about games remaining console exclusives for no reason other than that's the way they were, and I like it that way, you are not a gamer. You are a corporate cheerleader. Please leave the discourse. Toodles.